answering some more questions. Got one about how to stay happy in the tough times. How to stay happy in the tough times. I was reading last night actually in a book called Communion with God by Neale Donald Walsch, part of the Conversations with God series, and in it God was saying that masters are happy all of the time. They're happy all of the time, despite external circumstances. So, is that true? What does that mean? Also went on to say that there's a very few masters in the world. So what does it mean to be a master anyway? What it basically means is that your inner self, your true inner nature, your authentic inner nature, who you truly are, well, your awareness, who you perceive yourself to be, where your awareness exists from, your sense of I, is absolutely connected, in communion with that. So you exist from that place within you. That part of you is directly connected to the source of all life, which doesn't fluctuate, it doesn't change, it doesn't change like the weather, it doesn't change like economic fluctuations, it's always consistently connected to its source and deriving nourishment and happiness and joy from that source, primarily in the form of inner peace. So the way to stay happy in tough times is to find that connection. It's the only real way. You know, I could talk about other things, you know, certain ways of breathing, certain ways of responding to certain situations, certain ways of organizing your thought patterns, and exercises you can do when the heat is on. But really those are all sort of band-aid, first aid approaches to certain stress triggers, and we're covering those responses to stress triggers in other videos. But what we're really talking about here is how to be genuinely happy all of the time, whether the times are tough or whether they're easy. But especially now, the conversation is when they are tough. So there's only really one way to do that, and that is you have to exist from that deep inner place within you that isn't affected by the fluctuations of the world and the appearances of the world. And it takes a while to get to that place, to live from that place. From my experiences, you can practice as much as you want, but there are certain initiatory experiences that are coming up for you, coming up for us all, death being certainly one of those, that is going to initiate you into a deeper sense of yourself, into a deeper place within you. People that have had very, very, very challenging events in their lives. There's a great movie that you can check out called Touching the Void. Touching the Void. It's a film about a couple of British mountaineers that go and climb a very challenging peak in Peru, and the weather changes very quickly on them, and one of them gets severely injured, and they have a very dramatic and powerful experience there. And the guy, both of them were dramatically and definitely changed forever from that experience. We might say one positively and one negatively, but that's just a matter of opinion. But the thing is that when you go through a very deep experience that takes you out of your comfort zone, then you survive it, you navigate it successfully, you are obliged to connect with that place within you that you know is able to sustain you through those times. So the trick is to do that, to practice doing that all of the time, even when the times are easy. But we don't do that, you know. We only look for these resources, generally speaking, within us when times are hard. When times are easy, we're in the comfort zone, we're just like in that more superficial level of being, just having a good time, enjoying our lives, and enjoying our friends and family and what have you. But when times are tough, That's when we have to dig in deeper and access resources from within ourselves that allow us to navigate these tough times. So the trick is to get into that when the going is easy, when there's no pressure on. And that's where the practice comes in. And this is all about going into yourself, going deep into yourself, and diving deep within yourself, mining the riches from within you, going through your subconscious and your unconscious, through deep relaxation, through meditation, through yoga. Yoga means communion with your source, the God source within you, the spirit within you. Practicing going in there deeper and deeper and deeper, and existing from there. And taking that awareness, that state of consciousness, that state of being, into your daily flow. So that throughout all of your thoughts, words and actions, your interactions with other people, your experiences in the world, you're coming from that place within you. And as you do that, you develop the ability to navigate tough times. Personally, myself, I've not only have I practiced this for thousands and thousands of hours in my life, I've also been initiated through extremely challenging circumstances on multiple occasions throughout my life, consciously and willingly creating the situations that were extremely challenging for me, taking me into near-death experiences, but also life, the circumstances of my life, my fate, my destiny, providing me with those initiatory experiences. So I'm someone that is able to exist from that place very, very easily, and I actually enjoy it. I think I prefer it when the times are tough than when things are a little more superficial and everything appears to be all very jolly and everybody's having a great time. And I got nothing against people having a great time, but there's something very, very real and very powerful going on in the world right now, and there's some extraordinarily mind-blowing changes that are sweeping across modern civilization and engulfing people's lives all over the place. And there are millions and millions and millions, probably billions and billions and billions of people suffering in abject misery right now because this whole superficial way of being is crumbling. The sands, the sand castles that modern civilization is built from, the sand of personality, everybody's ego constructs, these are all dissolving and breaking down right now. And so not many of us have put the work in and been initiated and prepared by life and over the years so that we can exist from this deeper strata of being that is not dependent on external circumstances for its nourishment, for its joy, for its peace. And so I really strongly advise you to practice, 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 and that's what superhero training is all about. So yeah, if you want to find out more about that and take it all a bit deeper, get on the program. So sending you love and blessings from the Hawaiian Islands. Aloha.